morning and welcome to the Budget Model Buddy Build with me, the Budget Model Steph, and him, the bearded veteran creates, Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. Glad to hear it. So, what have you been up to since we were last on? Quick rundown of that.
Camera down. Okay.
So, no. Camera back up, please.
Camera back up.
Have I said what's on your bench yet?
No, but you asked me what I've been up to.
Yes. In life, generally.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I get you. Not a lot, really. Just working on the bench. I'm working on a new video.
Cool. What's the video about?
This one's about making the Accurate Armour 135 Chieftain Avery. It's about the prep work for it.
Yeah. Now there's a contradiction in terms. Accurate Armour.
Yeah.
Bloody expensive.
Yeah. Luckily, I got mine off Models for Heroes. But I've got the trailer, which I did not thinking about possibly doing the tank because it scared the hell out of me. So when I did the trailer, I did it in green and NATO black. But apparently the Avery kit I've got is the Iraq one, so it doesn't have the Fascine cage on the front. And instead it has the mimic armor and stuff.
Right.
But I don't want to do it desert. So, but you can't adapt the two between the two.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do with that at the minute.
It's a tracking thing.
Yeah.
It's got no wings.
Yeah. I'm thinking of maybe turning the trailer into like a pool, like a hot tub thing, kind of.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, it's something the Royal Engineers did, wasn't it?
If they did it, then do it.
Yeah.
It's different. I've never seen one.
Yeah. So,
yeah, go for it, mate. Go for it. Right then, what's on your bench? Now you can put your camera down.
So,
give me a sec.
Focus.
Right, let's go full screen.
Okay, so last week I was working on doing all the little bits ready for painting and things on the engine. So I've done the rocker covers, painted them, filled it. There's the injection marks on top. I've painted the cylinders and the engine block. I've done the flywheel, which turns. I've done the rails and the busies. And I've done the frame for it to go into the fuselage.
Nice.
Oh, and I also wrapped the engine manifolds with cotton.
Cool.
There you go.
Nice. Looking good.
Thank you.
Looking really good. So then, right, you're up to there. I am miles behind you because I've been being a twat. It's gone 30 seconds so I can swear. But before we do that, let's go through some comments. Got 5 people watching. Hello, everybody. Steve from Telescale Models says, morning. Morning, Steve. Gary Morris says, good morning. Morning, Gary.
Morning, sausage boy.
Yeah. Good build. Big thumbs up to your channel. Thank you.
What about mine?
Gary Morris says, oh, Steph's in the director chair. Oh, yeah.
That's why it's running smoothly.
Yeah. Lee says, hi, Mike. Hi, Steph.
Hi, Lee.
Gary says, hot tub with scantily clad ladies. Oh, no. Just because you called Sausage Boy.
They didn't have many of them out in the field. In Iraq.
And Gary says, nice, Mikey.
Thank you, Gary.
Right then. So, look what you've made me do, Mikey.
I've not made you do anything, mate.
Yes, you have. Yay.
Didn't make you do that.
Let's start with the engine.
Sexy.
So, if it's not grey, I've done it. So we've got valve springs, we've got spark plugs, we've got part of a heating system done as well. We've got cabling at the front. So that should be up there. So that's where we are on there. Right. Next up, we've got the rocker cover. Sorry, not the rocker cover. We've got the rocker. Because it had holes in it, I had to fill them and sand them, which means I've taken all the bolts off. So drilled holes in all four corners, put wire in there, and I just snip it a little bit higher so it simulates the bolts and the nuts and everything else.
Nice.
You
missed the washer on the third valve, second cylinder, though.
Yes, I know. It dropped off. The inlet for the fuel is wrapped in masking tape, and then because if you look at it, they've got vacuum tubes on there, so that's been done, and also a vacuum tube on there, which go into the distribution cap. That I'll only show you one of the distribution rails. So I've also put connectors on using tin foil, cut very, very thin, and then wrapped around. So one for one side, one for the other side. So yeah, I'm not sure whether to spray these up, prime them up first, then glue them all in, or glue them all in and then prime them all.
Well, the glue will work better on a clean surface, won't it?
Yeah. So there's still another bit I've got to do that goes, I don't know if you can, on the front of the rocker. There. It's a circular bit and then a sort of domed bit. So I'll probably use what is really, really good for making domes, but as long as I can find one that's very, very small, is I'll probably grab a 1/72 model. But just so you can see, is
the sprue heads.
The sprue gate. It's what they call sprue gate. You just take one of those off and then knock it back to the size I want. But it's just finding one that's the right size.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to dig out an old 1/72 scale model and take one off there. And then for the round bit, give me a sec, I will pull up a picture. Use my normal one. Actually, it's not. Oh, I could probably get away with that one. Right. Share screen. Window, picture, share. And then there we go. So it's those two bits there.
Yeah.
So I've got to simulate those. So the two cables you saw on the front go in there. And then you've got the breather that comes out and goes up underneath the wing. But yeah, looking at this, yeah, I should have done it in cotton. Oh well, these things happen. So
I mean, I got something right.
Yep. What I'm probably going to do is just so we can remove that. So what I'm probably going to do is just leave these to one side for a bit because my eyes are bleeding. So put all these in there out of the way. But what I've got to do with this is just cut a really small bit, thin bit of plastic card, lay it on the top, and then just snip so they're all level. So, and that's what I'm doing. So I've got some comments. Lee said, I just had my camera arm for the workbench cam will be get better angles on bench. Cool. Cam. And Lee also says, looks good, Steph. Thank you very much. So, should we get down to some building, Mikey?
Yeah. What I'm going to do is do the inside of the fuselage. So if you look on your instructions, it's part 11. Hopefully should give you a chance to catch up a little bit as well.
Yeah, right. I'm not even on part 7 yet.
Well, I'm going to paint it by hand. So.
Okay. So I'm going to start part 7.
Because the fuselage was actually just plywood, wasn't it? Bolted onto the frame.
Yep.
Onto the frame. So I'm going to try and do a bit of a wood effect on it.
So what are you going to use for that?
I have not that I am advertising or product placement. I have that.
All right, cool.
And I quite like using it. When I can't make something out of wood, I use that.
Right.
Because I have no intentions of making my own plywood. It's that small.
No. That is very tiny.
And it'd be very thin. Zoom, zoom. Which one is it? That one. There you go. That way. Yeah. We have the fuselage. One thing I've noticed is there's hardly any flash on these kits, is there?
No, they are pretty clean. Lee says, "What's Mike's channel?"
It's bearded, sorry.
No, you go. It's your channel.
It's Bearded Veteran Creates. You can find it if you put at BVP. BVP Creates. My subscriber count went up by 3 last week, I think.
Woohoo!
Yeah. I was happy about that. What colour would, looking ahead at section 12, what colour would the seats have been back then? Do you know?
Leather.
Yeah, so just any colour leather.
Yeah. Give me a sec. I'll have a look and I'll tell you. Right, there's the seat. So that part would probably have been wicker.
Yeah.
And then the cushion, because it's got the dimples in, will be leather.
Yeah.
Have you seen my sort of easy wood tutorial, how I do the wood?
I haven't. You'll have to send me the link to it.
Okay.
Because I always like to learn these things.
Yeah, if you have a look at my cauldron video, I show you. What I tend to do is I'll spray it sand, usually desert yellow or dark yellow or buff or deck tan,
yeah,
or wooden deck tan, something like that.
Yeah.
And depending on what I'm...
You squiggly lined out again.
Yeah, depending on what I'm doing,
Yeah.
And then I'll take a, where is it? Where's my brush? Right. You know, the real rough brushes like that.
Yep.
I've got,
Yep.
this is my wood grain one. And then I just get, ooh, where is it? Come on. Oh no, don't tell me I've lost that fucker. Excuse my French. Oh no. I can't have lost that one.
Yeah. You went all squiggly again. But yeah, I get just what you were saying. But talking about the cauldron.
I went all squiggly.
Yeah.
Okay.
The spinny circle of death came up.
Right, that may be your end. If anybody's seen it out there is seeing me go spinny spinny, can you just pop it in there and let me know?
Probably is mine because I went off as well. But yeah, with you saying about the cauldron,
Yeah.
I was researching a post I did yesterday on my Instagram and Facebook about a pilot called Hardeep Singh Malik.
Yeah.
He was the first Indian pilot in the British Air Force.
Right.
He was also the first Indian Air Force pilot in the world. And the first aircraft he learned to fly was a cauldron. And he learned it after 2.5 hours of tuition.
Well, they had to in those days, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, he qualified on like 5-6 different aircraft and got his pilot's wings within a month of starting pilot training. By the end of the war, they were taking 11 months to train.
Yeah. Right. So when I've done it deck tan, or whatever colour I'm doing, I will then use Valeo's 70.828, which is mahogany transparent.
All right, I haven't got that one.
So it emulates a dark wood.
Yeah. Normally when I'm doing dark wood, I use a bit of burnt umber oil paint.
I used to until I found this, because then it means that I don't have to fanny around waiting for the oils to dry.
Does that mean I'm going to have to buy that?
Right, got some comments. Lee says it's stable my end, no wheels, so that's probably your end, Mikey.
Yeah.
Gaming since the 70s. Hello to you both. Hello, gaming.
Hello, gaming.
Nice of you to have a watch. Hope you're doing well. All right. Let us know where you are and what you're up to. What's on your bench? Mr. Marley's in. Hello, gents. It's been a long day.
Hello, gents, you wallaby whacker.
Yeah. Lee says hi, John. And Mr. Marley says hello, Lee. Right.
I can't believe he took out a wallaby. Poor wallaby.
I'm surprised he didn't take out his car.
I put a nasty dint in the front of it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Hopefully we should be getting our car soon.
Yeah. What are you getting again?
The new Vauxhall Grandland.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
In black.
Let's just snip this bit off. You know I'm going to put ribbon lines in the control bits, don't you?
That one does not surprise me.
So I've got
To be
some
honest,
more comments. Gary says, was that the Aussie Wallaby murderer? Poor Skippy. Skippy was a kangaroo, not a wallaby. Gary teasing. Hello, I love these streams. Thank you very much, Gary.
Hey, hi Gary.
There will be plenty more. I have several people lined up for more buddy
Firing
bills. Yep. Lee says, on the bench is a scratch built of a shed made of coffee sticks. Nice. John Marley says, purely cosmetic. I'll fix it when I get to my destination in 2 days.
Oh, that's nice.
Lee says, hi, Gary. Steve at TSN says, mine went in for its MOT yesterday, failed on a wiper blade. So they replaced that, but have advised that cam belt needs doing soon. Oh, mate.
That's going to be expensive.
Yeah. Also, keep your eye out on my channel, because I'm doing cosmetic surgery on a 1-to-1 scale to my new purchase. I've got loads of new bits for my Range Rover.
Yeah.
All cosmetic.
Range Rover?
Yeah.
You posh sod.
2006 Range Rover Sport HSC 2.7 diesel.
You posh sod.
Yep, the Chelsea tractor. So, yeah, I was sat talking to Lise the other night, and we were watching what's it called? Bloody hell, my mind's got Torchwood.
Oh yeah, I used to be quite good.
Yeah, we're just rewatching it, and they had their Range Rover on, and I said, "Oh, look at that! I could convert mine into that." She said, "You could," and I said, "Can I?" And she went, "No."
So you're doing it anyway?
Very, very tempted to, but the problem is, it's cream on the inside. It's cream on the inside, where it's black on the outside in the show.
Yeah.
So that's like, no.
I'll be happy to have a car again. It's been 7 months now.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Other than going to the Models for Heroes group sessions, I've not really left the house in 7 months.
Oh, that's a shitter.
Yeah. Luckily, I quite enjoy spending time with you.
Yes, I know what you mean. I do. Right, time to get the old sanding disc out.
If you hear weird vibrating noise, it is nothing dodgy.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
I keep meaning to get one of them. Because they do look rather handy.
Oh, they are, mate.
The Dremel is a bit overpowered unless you're doing woodwork.
I've got a small one, and it's 12 volt, so it plugs in.
Yeah.
But when it's on 12 volts, I'll crank it up and show you. It's stupidly quick.
Yeah.
So what I've got is I bought a variable adapter.
Yeah.
So you can vary the power supply.
Yeah.
So I can go from like that.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
Hmm.
And these little things you can get off AliExpress.
What things? You're off camera.
Sorry, those little bits on the top.
Yeah.
You get them from AliExpress, and it is absolutely brilliant.
I think AliExpress needs to take a commission from Malls for Heroes, don't they? Or pay Malls for Heroes for commission. I don't know many of us that aren't using AliExpress now.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, I've never had any problems with them.
Yeah.
At all, and if I've had bits go missing,
yeah,
and I've contacted them, and straight away they've been like, "Yep, not a problem. We'll get that sorted for you," and it's sorted.
And everything comes as described, doesn't it?
It's like anything, you've got to read it.
Yeah.
And understand what you're actually buying. Because there are some naughty people on there who will say, "Oh, look at this." And you go in and it's like, yeah, it's from that price. You don't get that for that price.
Yeah. You got to check the postage costs and things as well.
Yeah.
So I've seen
also,
sorry, go on.
No, go on. Say what you're going to say.
I was going to say, because I've seen a couple of scale modelling 135 kits on there, and they're like really good price, like 20 quid. And then you look at postage and packaging, it's like £15. You're like,
okay, I've never seen that much. But yeah, also what you've got to remember is the price you look at is before tax.
Yes.
They will put the tax on afterwards, so be aware of that. And if you spend over a certain amount, you get free shipping.
Yeah.
So I always wait until the stuff that I've really, really want, or what I'll do is I'll stick everything in my cart.
Yeah.
In my shopping cart, and then buy it when I've got about 6 or 7 items and I'm over I think it's 15 quid.
Yeah, something like that.
I always buy my snips from there because you can get some really good, and the snips I buy, I usually spend about 15, 20 quid on them.
Yeah.
And they are huge star ones.
Yeah.
They are absolutely brilliant. And they'll last me 2 or 3 years.
See, I still use the ones I got from Malls for Heroes, the Duratil ones.
Oh yeah.
I got a pair of the original blue ones.
Yeah.
And then they sent me a pair of the red Duratil ones as well. So maybe sense.
Yeah. What I found with those is they tend to stress the plastic.
Yeah.
The ones I've got don't do that.
Uh-huh.
Very nearly like God hands.
Yeah.
They're these. And I
Oh,
can see right next to the part. And it doesn't stress it, which is really good. Right, got some comments. Where am I? There. Lee said, "Hi, Steve." John Wiley says, "Want the slightly bent Ford Focus? Going cheap, because it's not mine." Lee says, "They are good tools to have, Mike."
He's on about your vibrating thing.
Yeah. He said AliExpress. Gary's gone. He's saying hi, Lee.
He's been getting into trouble with his wife over that, hasn't he?
Yeah. Gary says, "I ordered a static grass applicator on AliExpress and the company didn't dispatch it. AliExpress automatically refunded me and cancelled the order for me. Money went straight back into my account." Yeah, they're very, very good. As long as you don't mind waiting, it's much, much cheapness. And to be honest with you, I prefer using AliExpress to eBay or Amazon.
Agreed. Especially for all the little bits like diorama supplies and things.
Yeah.
Got a great range of vegetation and things on there.
Yeah, they do.
I got the, the big plants that I put on that panther diorama that I did the other week.
Yep.
I got them off there. I think there's a box from for like £8 or something.
How many?
Well, I use not even half of the box.
Yeah, but how many came in a box?
Good question.
Well presented, you don't have a clue.
Well, they just, that's the box.
Yeah.
In comparison to the fuselage on this. That way. And they just stuff it full. So,
Oh, blooming hell. Oh, seafoam.
yes.
Yeah, I got my seafoam from there as well.
Whoops, I just smacked the fuselage across the desk. Have you read the comments?
No, not yet, because I'm just trying to stick my control column together. It's not bloody going. Give me a sec. So look at these comments.
Oh, yeah, it's bloody fiddly, that bit, isn't it? Should be nothing for a man of your talent, sir.
I never use AliExpress, says Lee. Gary Morris, unfortunately, in this day and age when every penny counts, the likes of AliExpress make the unaffordable affordable. Oh, hell yes. Gary T says, I bought myself an airbrush and compressor last week as a treat. Not used it yet. I'm quite intimidated by it. Slowly working up the courage to use it, maybe in a month. To be honest with you, Gary, the sooner you use it, the better acquainted you get with it.
They're not that difficult once you get used to them. There's plenty of YouTube videos on them.
Oh, yeah. YouTube is your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Lee says, I like the trees. I use lots of them. I bet you do. Steve says, how much was that, Mike?
I think it's about £8 to £10. It wasn't dear.
Gary says, why is it as soon as someone mentions AliExpress, Marion appears? Yep, she's got built-in radar hearing. And Lee says, good build, Mike.
Thank you, Lee. Bloody hell. Postman's just dropped something through the letterbox. It sounded like he was about to go off. Your Voyager build was going well. I was watching it the other day.
Thank you. Really enjoying it.
Yeah. It's something different for you.
Say again?
It's something different for you.
Yes.
With all the electronics and everything.
Electricity.
You gotta love it.
No, you don't.
I'm venturing into that. I've got a book coming on Monday, Electronics for Dummies. Yeah, because I haven't really done electronics since I was 16.
All right.
Because I did Systems and Control Technologies as a GCSE.
All right, cool.
Because all my family are all in various forms of engineering and things on my dad's side. So I got told I had to go and do some form of engineering type stuff. So I did systems control at GCSE, and I did engineering at A level.
Right, there's that bit done. That was bloody fiddly.
With the seat, I think I'm going to do it with red leather. But it's going to be a posh aeroplane.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a luxury albatross.
Are you getting your fresh albatross?
All right. Is anyone in the chat working on a build whilst they're watching this?
Lee just says, Gary, I just started airbrushing. Love it. You like airbrushing. Gary says, why is it I'm not allowed to buy paint at the moment? I have just ordered Marion adjustable table. All right, so it's all right for you to buy Marion something, but when it comes to you buying something, that's just wrong. I'm planning my Rubicon Sherman diorama. Very nice. And Steve is just mocking up Voyager. Don't get too far, mate. If you've not seen it, TSM, Total Scale Models, and I, Steve, are doing a Voyager build with an absolute shed load of PE and some electricity as well.
So it's all very good and impressive.
Thank you.
Steve's is better though.
Do you really want to go there?
Nah, I'm only joking.
I know you are.
I'm
still asking if you want to go there. You were going to say, Mikey? Sorry.
I say I'm very impressed with that little sound screen that you've got for yours.
I didn't do that. That was done by a good friend of mine.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. If you look him up, his name's Michael Horn. And it's Michael Horn on YouTube. And there's a video there of him doing that. He's also done the engines for my Lancaster build, which will be coming up at some stage. When that is, I really don't have a clue.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's done it so it starts each engine in the correct order.
Nice.
So he's gone and researched which order the Lancaster engines start up, which is just mad.
Yeah.
And if you're watching Mr. Horn, I'm really chuffed with it. The only thing is I've got to find somewhere to put it.
Yeah, it's not a small kit, is it?
No. And the thing is, it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's for Lise. She's the Star Trek fan.
Yeah.
And I'm the Star Wars fan. But the thing is, though, we both like each other's. So there's none of this, Star Wars is better than Star... No, they each are good because you're comparing apples and oranges.
Yeah. I've never understood that argument. Because I like both of them, to be honest.
Yeah, I do. The one I do... Have you seen Lower Decks yet?
No.
Oh, mate, it's the Star Trek cartoon, and it's awesome. Did you see the Strange New Worlds crossover?
No. I've watched the older ones.
Right.
But I don't have Prime or anything, so I only have Netflix and Disney. Because I don't really watch telly, so I can't be bothered paying for something I don't watch.
Yeah. Oh, have you heard what Gina Carano's done?
Who's that?
Who's Gina Carano?
Yeah, I don't follow actors' names.
You remember the girl that got sacked from The Mandalorian?
Right. Yeah.
In the first season.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it.
Yeah. Okay. Just go and I'm not saying anything on the channels because I don't want to get us in trouble.
Yeah.
But she has done something.
Right.
So it could be impressive what's going on. The Devil's Metal, said Steve. TSM. Lee says, I'm at bench scratch building a shed out of coffee sticks at the minute and got the stream on. Cool. Mr. Marley, falling asleep at this end. I'll watch back later. Good night. Dream of falling wallabies, mate. Gary Morris says, I shall be dedicating the diorama to AD Embley as he hasn't got a Rubicon kit.
Yeah. When you finish the chats, I'll tell you about
that. Anfield Layout says, later, John, sleep well. Dreaming of wallabies, John? Oh, he will be. Gary says, Babylon 5 is better than Star Wars, Star Trek anyway. We're not starting that. Star Trek every time, but I do like the Star Wars video games, says Gary.
Yeah, the thing with the Rubicon models, right, is
Right.
a certain someone sent Gary Morris a parcel, but unfortunately, yet for the second time, it went to AD Embley instead. So AD had
Why?
to send it on. And AD has wanted a Rubicon models kit for ages. And when Gary opened the package, it was a Rubicon model.
So why has it gone to AD and not Gary? Where was it from?
I'm not going to say the name on it, but it's someone we both know with a Fu Manchu type facial hair.
Okay.
Well, it looks like a Fu Manchu. But yeah. So on Discord, AD was messing around, joking about it, saying how it really annoyed him. So we all started getting our Rubicon models out on camera and saying, "Look, AD, we've got Rubicon. I've got this one." And he's just there like, "Oh, shut up! I'm gonna have to go buy one now."
No, he doesn't. All he needs to do is give Malcolm a shout.
Yeah.
He's a beneficiary, and Malcolm will send him one.
Well, that was a funny thing. Malcolm was on the Discord in the M4H warehouse, and he went on camera and he went, "AD, guess what?" And he went, "What?" And he said, "I've got 30 Rubicon models, haha." We have a lot of fun on there.
Oh yeah. I keep meaning to jump on, but then life gets in the way. I'll probably be on tomorrow because Lisa's out most of the day.
Yeah, Saturday group tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is always fun. Run by Mr. Morris, our very own sausage boy. If you want to our own sausage boy, you have to join FOM4H.
Yep.
Come on the Discord.
No, you don't. You don't have to join Model Heroes. It's friends of Model Heroes.
That's what I said, FOM4H.
All right, got you. I missed the FOA.
Yeah. It is a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Should call it FMH or something. Right. This is looking a bit messy at the minute, but come on, focus your daft thing.
Give us a sec. I'll put you full screen.
All right. Right. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Yeah, it's focusing on the back. Lay it flat in your hand.
Yeah,
Lay the part flat in your hand. Now lift the part up to the camera.
Yeah. Now focus.
There you go.
It's looking messy at the minute, but it's only highlight and low light sort of thing in the seat.
Yep.
So you cover with red paint anyway. But yeah, doing little dots for the seat. Like a little squash Dalmatian. Yeah. I quite like doing the highlights and low light bit of it. But it's a bit difficult with a paintbrush rather than an airbrush. Ooh. Apparently my order from the Tank Museum has been shipped.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
What have you ordered?
The 135 Schneider CA1.
Oh yeah.
So that I've now got all the Western Front World War One tanks in 135 scale.
Nice.
Yeah. Can't wait to get started.
Gary T, another question, if you don't mind. I bought some Vallejo air paints. Do I use them straight from the bottle or should I thin them? Thanks. Thin them. That Vallejo air, it's good paint. It's good paint, but it's not straight to airbrush. It needs thinning. That really frustrates me with that.
See,
So yeah,
that's depends what you're doing really as well.
no, it needs thinning.
Hmm.
So any of those, you ask any modeler who uses an airbrush and uses that, you can't use it straight in your airbrush. You've got to thin it.
Hmm.
And it's really frustrating because it's, yeah, straight to the airbrush. Okay, if you're using, oh, sorry, you're still on full screen. Maybe if you're using something like that, which has got a 0.5 needle, yeah, it may go through it. But if you're using something like this, now this is my Evolution CR Plus from Harden Steinbeck. That you will, that's running a 0.15 needle. You will definitely need to thin it.
Oh yeah, I'd got 0.35 needle. So I don't have
Yeah,
to.
you won't. Yeah, you won't need it, will you?
No.
So
Because I'm a cheapskate.
well, I've
got
gone through so many airbrushes.
Yeah.
I thought, no, I'm going to treat myself.
Yeah.
And I did.
Well, at the time, I was just getting started in modelling, so I just got the Neo.
More comments. Gary, 10 till 4 tomorrow. Yep. Thank you for that, Gary. Other times are available. Yep. 50-50 paint to thinners. Gary, it all depends which paint you're using. And it also depends, as I say which paint, I mean which colour. Some paints need more thinning than others. I can't say to you, yes, it's 50-50. Some may be 90-10 paint to thinners. Some may be 10 to 90 paint to thinners. All depends which paint it is. It's getting used to it and knowing what goes where.
By the sounds of it, is it Lee? Is it Anfield Road layout?
Yeah. What about it?
Take it by the sounds of it, he's into doing his dioramas and things.
Well, he makes train layouts, doesn't he?
Ooh, I like trains.
Hence the name.
Yeah, I do like trains. I have a few Dapol train model kits.
Yeah.
Joe,
They were epic.
Yeah. Well, Joe Dapol are only up the road from me, but I can't order directly from them.
That's a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah. They're literally 20 minutes drive away.
Cool.
If they did direct delivery or click and collect, when I get a car, I could have gone up there, just got some kids. Instead, I got to order them from elsewhere. Wait.
Yeah, that can be a bit of a mare, can't it?
Yeah. It's quite hard to find static model train kits anyway. There's only really Dapol that do them, except in the old Airfix kits. one of the things we always said to the wife is, if you ever won the lottery and I got a decent sized house, I'd have a modelling room and I'd have a train layout going around the outside of it so that I could make buildings for it and things as well.
Oh, don't. That is
She'd never see
another bloody rabbit hole that I am not going down.
She'd never get me out of the room. She'd never see me.
I'm sure she'd be extremely happy.
She probably would. Saying that, she always says that I spend too much time in here.
I just take it into the front room.
Yeah. Well, what I found is, because we, last year, we got an electric reclining sofa and armchair.
Oh, right.
And it's that comfy that the minute I sit in it, within 10, 15 minutes, I'm fast asleep.
Ha.
Unless I'm doing something like reading a book or something.
Yeah.
But because the position it's in, because it's designed more to recline rather than as a seated position chair, the front under your thighs is higher up than your pelvis.
Yeah.
So I can't really sit forward to do any modelling or anything on a table because it knackers me back up.
Yeah. Right. Lee says I do a 50-50 mix. You get the mix you use. Yep. I do diodes as well.
Cool.
I like the scenic on my layout, and I do build kits as well. These are all Lee. I'm building some plastic kits. Cool. Gary T says trains are cool, but massive money pits. Oh yeah. Lee says I've got 8 layouts in the hobby room and loft layout of 26 feet by 4 feet. Jesus Christ.
What's 26 feet in meters?
You what?
What's 26 feet? We were never taught imperial in school.
And you're in the army and you don't know imperial?
The only one I knew was ½ inch because I was close to 13 mil.
Right.
Everything on army vehicles is either 13 mil or 10 mil.
1 inch is 2.5 centimeters.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Isn't it 2.54 or something to be really accurate? Yeah,
Well, if you know, go look it up.
Yeah, it's not something we really used in the army as vehicle mechanics, to be honest. So like I say, most things are, most of the bolts and stuff were similar sort of size. There wasn't much variation in the sizes until you got to like wheel nuts and things like that.
Yeah.
It's not something we ever learned in school because they decided that it wasn't worth us knowing because we were going more into metric because the EU.
Thing is, I work in both.
7.9 meters. There we go. So yeah, that's twice the length of this room.
Yep. Thank you very much for that, Steve.
There you go.
Well,
Give me
this,
that. Oh, sorry, go on.
it's quiet. I was just about to say it's quiet for ages, and both of us speak at the same time.
Is that great minds think alike or simple minds rarely differ?
Yeah. This no fucking hell. This frame for the engine's a nightmare.
Yeah, it is. What I found, I meant to tell you about that. What I found is, you see the pipe on the right hand side of the engine as you're looking from the back.
No, because I've got my head under my desk at the moment looking for one of the frames.
Uh, you're not stuck, are you, Steph?
Nope.
So we're going to have to shout Lisa to get you back up.
That'd be hard because she's at work in Northampton.
You just have to stay there then.
Right. Hands and knees. How can you lose a piece that big? Like that.
Yeah. What I was saying is, you look at.
I will tell you when I'm back up on my desk and you can tell me, I have to find this part. Otherwise, I'm going to scream and shout and throw my teddy bear right out the fucking pram.
Yeah, I'm down, Doris.
Yay!
We've got a happy teddy bear again.
Oh, yeah. Because what I've got.
Happy hobbit.
Is, oh, yes. I have at my desk that my dearly beloved wife made me
Yeah.
a jeweler's apron.
Ah.
This is attached to my desk. And it sits on my lap, so if I drop anything, it goes in there. But this thing hit this and then bounced down the side. And I'm like, really?
I did wonder where you'd gone.
Yeah. I was down there. Right.
As I was saying.
Yeah, give me a sec. Let me just get back in and get all ready, and I will let you know. You will get there. Don't worry, Mikey. I'm not fobbing you off much.
I know.
Right, quickly go through the comments and then It's on to you. So where were we? Gary says, I'm measuring sausages. We know.
He does. He was doing it last night.
Yeah. And Gary said, I'm glad I'm not the only one to drop pieces and spend 20 minutes hunting for them. Yeah, but the thing is, though, Gary, it's just taken me 5 minutes. Oh, Jesus, I can't even pick the pigging thing up to find that bit.
Don't worry, Gary. If you've seen the other Gary on Discord, you know how he is to lose pieces.
Hmm.
He might as well sit on the floor and make his kits.
Right then, go.
Right. As I was saying, with the frame,
Yeah.
see that cylinder, the side with the... Oh, bloody focus, you stupid thing.
Just say the cylinder. Yep.
Yeah, the cylinder on the right-hand side. It's on the frame. Right. Next to it, you got that little hose that goes up and back down.
Give me a sec.
That little hose there.
Yeah.
You need to... where it goes across the line of the engine block on the ridge, you need to sand that down because you won't get it in otherwise.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for that.
Because I was trying for ages, and where it sticks out from the engine block?
Yeah.
It just gets in the way, and it just tries to force the frame apart.
Got ya.
That's the thing I was saying before, was, these chairs being wicker.
Yeah.
Knowing how much give there is in wicker furniture, it must have been bloody terrifying when they were doing manoeuvres and things.
More than likely.
Because it'd feel like they're going to go through the seat. When we did aerobatics with the cadets in the Grob Tutor light aircraft.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing that stopped you sort of feeling like you were falling out was the fact that you had a hard seat behind you with a cushion padding on. So you felt secure. But I didn't until we were inverted, and I realised that the canopy was a lot closer to my head than what it had been at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Because the straps had come loose.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Talking of that, you just reminded me. There's a presenter on TV, and this is going back to the 80s.
Yeah.
They sent her up to do aeros.
Yeah.
And she had an orgasm on camera.
Because of the vibrations.
No, doing aerobatics.
Oh, the G-force and everything.
Yeah. So that was quite funny, that was. 38.
I bet the pilot was happy.
Oh, he was giggling.
Now, there's a joke in there, but I'm not going to say.
No, not a good idea.
No.
And we'll probably get kicked off for saying the O word.
Yeah.
Well, we've got 8 people watching, so
Oh, wow.
give us a shout out, say hello.
From all over the world as well, by the look of it. I seem to remember one of them was living in Australia on a big farm somewhere.
All right. Who's that?
Nick W, I think, is it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, click that thumbs up.
Yeah, show us some love, guys. We need it.
Steph does. Especially after having to get down on his hands and knees to find that piece.
Oh, I've got all the love I need with my wife.
No, you soppy git.
Yep, I've got to say shit like that because she'll crack me when she comes home. Spousal
Why?
abuse.
Why does she watch these when she gets home, does she?
Sometimes.
If she watches this one, hi, Lisa.
Jesus, this frame is a nightmare to fit at the back.
Yeah. What I did is I put it all together, built the frame, and then slotted the engine in.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm building the frame first.
Yeah.
Right, there's only one thing for this.
Hit it with a hammer.
Yeah, something like that. All super glue.
Whereas my old workshop sergeant used to call it a twatting stick.
Mark 1 Nocky tool.
Yes.
Right, there's some comments. If you give me a sec, gents, I will come to you.
Ooh, I've still got a copy. It's going to get cold though. I wonder if anyone actually shares these lives as well. Shared one of my videos.
Yep, I've seen them shared.
Yeah.
There are some brilliant people out there who share them for us.
Yeah. Well, we do appreciate it.
Oh God, yes, very much.
It's like on my Facebook page for my modelling and history. I don't think I've ever seen anyone share any of the posts on it, but I know people read them because they occasionally comment on them, like Gary
Yeah.
does. To be honest, I'd probably do it even if they didn't, just because I like doing the research.
Yeah, I think that's half the fun. Is actually looking up the stuff and going, ooh. But the problem I have with that is I end up going down a bloody rabbit hole. I'll look at it and go, squirrel!
So I can quite happily, like yesterday when I was doing that post about the pilot, even though the post, obviously, Instagram, you can only have 2,200 characters. So what I had to do is break it down into like 4 parts so that I could do the first part as the caption and do the rest as comments.
Yeah.
In order. But then, even though it's like, I think it's end up as 1,500 words, so 284 pages. I was quite happy spending all day reading up on different articles about him and things like that. About his life. It's really interesting. Like the way he ended up in the Air Force was because he decided that he wanted to go to school in England. So when he was 14, he travelled from the Punjab province to Bombay, which is 1,200 miles, on his own.
Hell.
Yeah, on his own. And then he got on a ship from Bombay to Marseille on his own. Then he went on a train from Marseille to Calais. Then got a ship from Calais to Dover. And then got the train from Dover to Charing Cross Station where he met his brother. all at the age of 14. Obviously, a determined young man.
Oh, just a bit.
Yeah. The sad thing is that when war broke out, he tried to join the army as an officer with his friends from Oxford Uni, because he was in Oxford University. But the army said no because the coloured troops weren't allowed to command British troops.
Oh no, that's absolutely
That was
disgusting.
awful. Yeah. And it ended up because he was that determined to fight, he volunteered for the French Red Cross.
Okay.
And he decided, after a year, to join the French Air Force. And they accepted him. So he wrote to his tutor, telling him how chuffed he was and everything. That he'd finally been accepted as an officer into an Air Force. And his tutor wrote to a major general in the army and said, if he's good enough for the French army and the French Air Force, what the hell makes you think he's not good enough for your men?
Exactly.
And the major general went, fair point. We'll have him in the Royal Flying Corps then.
Right, where are we? Lisa, I measure in string. Gary Morris, this Rubicon Sherman is lovely. Cool. Gary Morris, Grob Tutor, that's nothing. You should have seen what it was like at a chipmunk.
Gary flew in a Tiger Moth, didn't he?
I've flown the Tiger Moth, flown the chipmunk and a Grob, and I've flown in a Tornado GR1. Got a backseat trip when I left Germany. Nick W, G-Force or G... No, we're not going there, Nick.
No.
Click that thumbs up, guys. Thank you very much, Gary. Nick W, can't airbrush till April, just dropped under 35 degrees. At 8 p.m, bring on autumn. Jesus. I press a like with Sledgehammer and it's in bits. Lol, says Lee. I do a lot of sharing of vids and channels. Brilliant. Thank you, mate. I go shopping. I look at it on replay. Have a good stream. See you on the next one. Okay, you take care, Lee.
Lee.
Enjoy your shopping.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Right, so there's the frame. Oh, good Lord, you're still on full screen.
Yeah, why am I still on full screen? Why am I on full screen?
There's the frame done.
Yep.
So
now you got the fun bit.
Yeah, so right, I see what you mean about that part. Right, so I need to leave that to dry.
I did wonder why you were still doing the seat. I didn't realise it was still on me on full screen. Glad that people are enjoying these streams as well.
Yes. Well, people do. They enjoy watching people build. Gary says, I've looped a Red Arrows Hawk for real with smoke on. Oh my God, he's gone smoke on go, has he?
Yeah.
Dead sparrows. Thank you. Focus. And Lee says, good stream. Got to go shopping. We'll get model shape as well later. All Good work. Thank you very much, Lee. You take care, mate. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Things to watch out for. Yeah, with your modeling channel.
Yes.
I had some, I think it was American, Fruit Loop, and he starts complaining about things. Well, you need to do this and you need to do that, and I want you to do this for me.
Yeah.
And all sorts of stuff. And he's going on, and I'm just looking at it. I'm just watching this thread get longer and longer and longer. And he's just chuntering away. And it was, the paint comparison I did for Outlaw Paints and James at Spruebox. It was on that.
Yeah.
This is crap. That's crap. I don't like you doing this. Change the music. Change this. Change that. And he's coming across as very entitled.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, then I said, well, no, this is my channel. I do my channel how I want to.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you know where the unsubscribe button is.
Yeah.
And he comes back with, well, I'm a disabled person and you should do this. So I came back with, I'm a disabled veteran. You can go bollocks. And that was it. Never heard from him again.
Yeah.
So I just deleted most of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why this is my channel. I do this channel for my mental health.
Yeah.
It stops me procrastinating and it makes me finish models.
Yeah.
Unless I do stupid things and stand on them like I did the Shackleton. Oh, I was gutted.
How did you do that?
I dropped it on the floor, and as I turned round to bend out to pick it up, I knocked it again and stood on it.
Oh, God. Poor Shackleton.
Yeah. Gary says it is very cathartic. What, listening to us chunter?
That's why he likes coming on the Discord so much. We soothe him.
Well, you do something to him.
Well, matron. We were redesigning his model room yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Mary and his wife had gone out shopping, and when he came back, he explained all the stuff that we come up with. I said, "Yeah, that sounds really good." So it's obviously not your idea, then it's the lads. He's a good egg, is Gary. He's a good sport.
Oh, he's all right.
I'm guessing right that the supports on this frame would have been wood, wouldn't they? Because they'd been part of the fuselage that it was built onto.
Yeah. Where are we? There we go. Gary says, and I still bought her an adjustable table despite the paint drought. I just got to go mute for a sec.
Yeah. You never know, Gary. She might buy you the paints for Valentine's Day. What you need to do is leave lists round as hints. Let's see if she notices them.
Right, there we go. He's back.
He's back.
Look who's back.
Back again. Look who's back. Look who's back. Da-da-da. All right. Red. Red leather. It's apparently on the so I'm doing Richtoff and Junior's playing on a paint scheme. Apparently on his,
Oh, what, Lotar's?
yeah. Well, apparently on his, the rubber, the padding around the rim of the cockpit entrance. Apparently that was red leather. So
Yeah.
I'm doing to match. Or trying to anyway. Could end up as anything.
Right, how are we doing for time? Okay, we've done an hour and a half. Do another half hour if you're all right with that, and then we'll call it just before 1 and see what each other has done.
Yeah. Fine by me. If you can put up with me for that long.
Well, put up with you for an hour and a half, so
it's more than what a lot of people can do. Actually, this isn't looking too bad, you know. Let's see. Despite the messy highlights and lowlights, it's looking pretty good.
cool. Right, you need to file the sides of the cushion down, otherwise it won't fit in.
Yeah, that's right. I've not painted the sides of it. Completely pointless because you'll never see them. Ooh, we got a good question.
Give me a sec. I'll have a look. Gary. Oh, before we do that one, got to go lunch, chaps. from Gary. Take care, Mr. Morris. See you later. Gary T says, do you have any Great War pilots that you like? Edward McManus is a great hero of mine. Also got a lot of love for Albert Ball and James McCudden. Mr. Mannock is celebrated in Wellingborough, just down the road from me. They've adopted him as a hometown boy, even though he's Irish. He's been adopted by Wellingborough. Yeah. Me personally, it's not something that I've looked into greatly. What about you?
At the minute, for me, it's got to be Hadi Malik Singh Malik, the one I was researching yesterday.
Yeah.
Because, just the lengths he went to get into the Air Force. He's actually he ended up being one of the main players in actually starting the Indian Air Force and everything.
Oh, brilliant!
Because of his experiences, and he got into a dogfight with involving 100 aircraft, including the Red Baron.
Yeah.
And during that dogfight, his aircraft took over 400 rounds.
Jesus! And they all missed him.
2 of them hit him in the leg. And a couple ruptured his fuel tank. So he managed to fly his aircraft, 40 miles back to friendly lines, and then he did it at treetop height, and then as he ran out of fuel, he crash landed it, and he went to hospital, and then went back to UK. When he came back, he rejoined his squadron in Italy.
Nice.
Yeah. He actually ended up at
He actually ended up. Oh, you're freezing, mate. You're going wibbly wobbly. Oh, are we about to lose him? You did freeze it there.
Yeah. I was saying he ended up serving at Biggin Hill as well for a few months. Ooh. My wife's care team have just turned up.
Ooh. Are they early, late?
Yeah, they're just coming in now. Yeah, it's my wife's CPN. It is. She's supposed to have an appointment with her this afternoon. She's turned up early.
Right.
Unexpectedly. Not to worry. She's a bugger that referred me to social services because I keep having phones.
Huh? And what did you say to social services? If you want to talk about it, at least.
That's fine. The wife was sat there and she sort of like stood there with her arms folded, like, you will start being telling them and you will be honest. You'll admit you need help. I was like, okay. Yes, dear.
Yeah. Yes, dear, no, dear, 3 bags full, dear.
Yeah. So I did. I spoke to them, and they're going to look at making some small adaptations to the house to help me get around and things a bit easier. And they're going to refer me to some veteran support charities in North Wales, like Woolies Lodge and the RBL and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. I think because of who we are and what we are,
Yeah.
we're a little bit more adaptable.
Yes. The only thing I can adapt to is with my spine going.
Yeah.
I'll stand up and the muscles in the base of my spine will just contract and I'll just fall to the floor.
Well, marvelous.
Yeah. And there's no way of knowing when it's going to happen. And 2-3 years ago, it spasmed that hard that it actually tore the connection between the spine and pelvis.
Ew.
Yeah. So the only way I was walking bent over for about 2 weeks because it actually tore the ligaments. And then a few weeks ago, I was in the living room and I stood up off the sofa and went to go out the room, and it spasmed, and I literally felt something crunch in the bottom of my back. I was like, "Oh, that's not good. I'm going down."
Yeah. Hello, Floor, my old friend.
Yeah. Well, my wife's CPN stepped in when my wife told her that the other day. I got up to go and carry my empty dinner plate into the kitchen, and all of a sudden, I just flew over backwards with the plate going up in the air and smashing on the floor next to me, and my head missing the corner of the table by about 2 inches because my back had spasmed and my back contracted backwards, and so it threw me over backwards.
You don't do things by bloody arse, do you, Mikey?
No. I think that's part of the reason why I enjoyed modelling so much, because when I'm sat down, I'm sat in a chair that supports me, so my back's not contracted.
Yeah.
So, even if it does, I mean, there has been a couple of times where I've been sat in the chair and I've sort of twisted the wrong way or leant over or something, and it's contracted. But I found that, by using the armrests to support it, I can sort of slowly ease out of it.
Yeah.
But I do need to get a new chair because this one's on its way out.
Yeah, you need one of those self-raising jobbies.
Yeah. With a footrest and everything.
Yeah.
And a cup holder.
I'm not going to tell you what I've got. I've got an electric one that
You've
does
got a
that.
massage chair, haven't you? Admit it.
It massages me. It heats me.
This is one. Sorry, go on.
Brilliant. I love it.
Well, that's one reason I can't wait to get this new car, because it's got heated seats and everything. And it'll make
Has it got the heated windscreen as well?
I'm not sure. I didn't check that, but
Oh, mate.
But it's got heated seats, heated steering wheel, heated passenger seats.
Yeah, that's all fine, Mikey. But if you can't see out the bloody thing.
Well, it's got aircon and climate control and all that wonderful stuff.
Oh, yeah, so you've got to wait half an hour for it to clear.
I'm in no rush. I don't rush life. I am chill, man. I don't do anything quickly these days. Yeah.
No point, mate.
No point rushing around.
Nope.
Oh dear, one of the care team's coughing in my house.
No, send her home.
Yeah.
Or him.
I think it's the him. Although I would never assume someone's gender, obviously. The YouTube gods would not like that.
No.
Better got rid of the injection marks. The fuselage. Certainly enough, anyway. Yeah, you've got me to quite enjoy doing these biplanes.
Quite enjoy doing the
biplanes.
Yeah.
I don't normally like aircraft, but I'm enjoying this.
Cool. Gary T says, excuse me, have to dash. Thanks for this, guys. I really enjoyed it. Take care. Bye. You're very welcome, Gary.
Yeah, I see what you mean about the seat not fitted.
All I've done is just knock the side down.
There you go. Yeah. Seems to be catching. Oh god, I can't get it back out now. There you go. Oh dear. It really is barking. Not going in the living room then. You can start off. Keep your plague to yourself. How many people are watching now? Because I can't see.
Give me a sec. I'll have a look. There are 3 or 4. 3.
Oh, there's still 3 people. Cool.
Yep. Another 15 minutes.
If you're still in there, don't be afraid to say hello. We're a friendly bunch.
We don't bite unless you ask us to.
Oh, matron. That's something that needs to be brought back, I think. Matrons. We need people like Hattie Jakes and things like that wandering the wards. Ian Lavender passed away the other day, didn't he?
Yeah. The last of the Dad's Army lot.
He wasn't that old either, was he? He was only 77.
Yep.
It's nice that his last film, though, was the remake of Dad's Army. He got to be the officer.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely better on the camera arm on the cabinet instead of on the desk.
Yeah,
It's made the image a lot more stable.
it does. Yeah, as long as you've got somewhere stable to have it, it's fine.
Yeah. Yay, my subscribers gone up by 1 today.
Woohoo!
During this live. So it's on 54 now.
Excellent.
Yeah. Not doing too bad because I only started it like 5 months ago.
Well, I'm up to 1,227 at the moment, and climbing very rapidly. For some reason, I've hit the 1,000, and then it's just gone bananas.
Yeah. This is when the YouTube gods start paying attention to you. That's why.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, because what we do is very, very niche.
Yeah.
If you can hit 1,000 subscribers, you're doing really well.
Yeah. I think also it's it doesn't attract as many of the sort of crazies, does it?
Nope.
Which is a good thing.
Oh, yes.
It tends to be more on word of mouth rather than attract any of the crazy people.
Yeah.
Can't be doing with that.
I do have one of my subscribers is quite a large YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I spoke to them the other day about a buddy build with them.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, hell yes. And I'm like, awesome.
I'm going to be famous.
I tell you what, the first time you get recognized is really, really weird.
Yeah.
He's become a friend of mine.
Yeah.
He's part of the Brampton lot. And he was at the Brampton show. And I was talking to the secretary there.
Yeah.
We're both on sticks.
Yeah.
And we just ripped the mick out of each other somewhat mercilessly.
Yeah.
And this guy walks up to me and says, "You're the budget model, aren't you?" And I stopped in my tracks. He said, "Yeah, I recognise those dulcet tones anywhere." And then he introduced himself as an ex-fairy. He was a fairy, and he's a really, really nice bloke. Got on really well with him. And yeah, but it's the first time you ever get recognised.
Yeah.
It's really freaky.
I remember I was out with, Martin, our volunteer. Yep. I was out with him in Prestatyn. We'd nipped into Tesco's, and a guy, he had a t-shirt on with the name of his YouTube channel, like Chat About. And this old guy walked who went, "You're Martin." He went, "Yeah? Why?" It's like, "I watch your YouTube channel." He's like, Oh, thank you. Well, he got back in the car and he was like, I didn't know what to say to him.
Oh, thank you is always welcomed by people.
Mm.
Yeah, there's one that I know, and he lives quite local to me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name names because it's not fair.
Yeah.
And he's promised to come and see the Models Heroes table when we're at a certain model show.
Yeah.
And every time I see him, I say to him, "Are you going to come and see us at the table?" "Oh, yeah. Never does. And it's like,
Saying it to be polite.
Fine. Don't bother then. Just can't be doing with it. Can't be doing with it.
Stepson, he watches a lot of YouTube. He's only 12. To the point where he can't even go up the stairs without taking his eyes off the phone. And he's been out and he's recognised YouTube and stuff like when he's been on holiday and things. And he's like, "Oh, there's such and such." I'm like, "Who?" "Oh, come on, you know that. You should know who that is." I'm like, "No, dude, I don't watch that stuff."
Yeah.
I watch people playing with plastic toys.
They are not toys.
No.
Because once you've made them, you don't play with them.
Don't you? Is that like a certain mutual friend of ours saying, I did not drive a tank. It might look like a tank, but I did not drive a tank, and I am not a tanky.
Right then. I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to start any more bits.
Yep.
There's my pencil. Right then. Let's chuck you full screen and you can show us what you've got done.
So, done the seat, the brackets for the seat, wherever it is. Come on. Focus. There we go. I've done that in wood and metal. So I've done the frame wood and then the brackets in aluminium and the frame in steel. Just to give it a bit of contrast more than anything.
Yep.
And I've done the first part of doing the seat.
Cool. Looking good.
Thank you.
Looking very good, mate.
I've also filled the injection holes on the fuselage and sanded them out.
Cool.
How about you?
Oh, yeah. So there is a few. Me. Well, I haven't touched the engine.
Can't say I blame you. You need to put your screen back on.
Oh, yep.
Not that I'm taking over.
Done those bits, cleaned them up. Seats ready to be primed and then sprayed. So did that and done the tail bits. They're glued together and clamped. I actually got to use my white lid Tamiya glue.
Wow, I haven't used mine for ages.
Got the frame done.
Yep.
So that'll be sprayed up and primed.
Cool.
And take it from there. Oh, you muppet.
You're well ahead in terms of building, then, aren't you?
Could have used those as gauges. Because what I'll probably do is fit the frame into the aircraft for once it's painted.
Yeah.
And then put the engine in second.
Yeah.
And then put the cowling.
Yeah.
On after.
What colour are you doing the cowling?
I'm doing the red and white stripes.
Oh yeah, of course you are.
So
on mine, it was metal, wasn't it? The cowling.
You can see the.
Yeah. So yours carries the stripes over, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So I might do mine in aluminium or something.
Have a look at the picture.
Yeah, it just says slate grey. Yeah. But if you look at on YouTube at the museum pieces, they're actually like a aluminium sheeting.
Don't look at the museum pieces because 9 times out of 10 they get it wrong.
Yeah.
Look, do some research on it, and it'll show you and tell you.
Looking at the pictures from World War One that I've seen, the front bit does look a bit shiny, but it's quite hard to find too many photos that are clear enough to see what materials are.
Right, do you want to bring your screen up?
You're in control.
No, sorry. Do you want to bring your camera up?
Oh,
we're finishing.
Oh God, it's zoomed in.
Oh my giddy aunt, that's scary. I didn't know you had dandruff.
There you go.
Right, if you'd like to say your batty tie.
Goodbye and Hwlfawr from North Wales.
Batty tie, see you later. Stay safe, keep modelling, and we will be back with this next Friday.
Laters.
Right up, so go on and do not stop.